Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle. Because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start this party by introducing the boys that make all the noise, my wrecking crews. We got the new recruits and we got the old guard. We're going to start off by introducing the new recruits. These boys are fresh on the scene. First out of the gate, we have Flash. He's my Gus Halo Pursuer. And then we got Jumpstart. He is my Exodus Orkin Inquisitor. And then we got Freezer Burn. He's my Ember Pinata Mercury. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then last but not least, we got Stinger. He's my Viper Shredder Strider. Then we got the old guard. Don't forget about them. They're part of the show. First out of the gate, we have Frick. He's my Death Button Raven with Orkins and Pinatas. And then we got his twin brother Frack, my Russian Death Button Raven with Talumbas and Pins. And then we've got Major Pain, my beautiful Zeus Fury. And then we've got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And last but not least, we got everyone's favorite Buzzkill, my Spark Scourge Mender. Now, these boys are all at level 6 and their weapons are at level 9, but they've climbed their way all the way up to Master 3. So make sure that you cheer them on when you see them out there on the field because they're fighting way above their weight class. All right, guys, let's get this party started. I'm going to call this battle Solid Formation, and I'll explain why as we go along here. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. So, this is the new recruits. I moved the General over to the new recruit side, and this is the Trident Fury, and the 3 Tridents have a pretty good amount of damage on them. They did give them a little nerf, so the splash range isn't as good. It doesn't reach as far around corners, but they're still pretty powerful. I got a little more aiming, but I can't use that reach around the corner like I used to. But we're gonna call this one Solid Formation. This is a really good example of how to take your team and where to place them on Yamato. And so you'll have several mates after you grab the center beacon. You have several mates that use the ramp as protection. But you have one on this side, like the General's doing, and then one on the other side, basically targeting anyone that's coming toward the ramp from the red side. So we can basically monitor that ramp, anyone going up it, and then we can also have a couple guys near the center monitoring it, and then we have a couple guys on both sides. Now, we have some guys that are making their way further toward the that far right side there, and it also looks like they, on their side, aren't running a very solid formation, and they're leaving that beacon all the way to that far right, unguarded. There is a sniper over there, but he's not that close to it, and he is running a risk of being overtaken right now. You know, snipers are good from a distance, but if anyone can stealth on up on them, they're going to have a hard time with them. So it depends. Now, a couple of my guys have been taken out, but we're making our way back toward the center. Looks like I got a fan. Some hellburner thinks he's going to be taking me out. I'll be honest with you guys, believe it or not, I hardly ever get beaten by a hellburner. Because of my style. Now, the General finally got taken out, so I'm taking Flash. This is my Gus Halo Pursuer. He's a fast little guy. I'm not going to use any stealth right now, don't need to. I'm basically now going to assume the ramp position and help protect from there. But We got some pretty good guys that are just, using some clever things. There's a patent on my team with 4 aphids. It's great to see different builds working. See, there you go. See the far right down back over there? We had just capped their spawn beacon, essentially. I got flashed too high up. That sniper's hooked me really hard. I only have level 6 bots. These aren't going to last very long. I can't take hits like that. But I'm going to take Flash down here. I'm going to try to mend him back up. And I'm going to see if I can't do some damage here, or at least get in a pretty good position. I'm going to help chip away that Fujin shield there. He's just parked. The Reds are kind of content with staying back. They should be panicking right now with the beacon bar as low as it is. And with us doing a pretty good job having a 4-1 for a while there, they really aren't doing much. I'm taking a very reckless approach with Flash. He's going to get taken out. I really don't care. Look at the beacon bar. We pretty much got this one sewed up. Unfortunately, the Reds have been catatonic. They have been satisfied with taking it back. They're now making a rush for the center. A little too late, guys. Your beacon bar is just about down to nothing. It just doesn't matter. You don't have what it takes anymore. You waited too long. Guys, getting a good formation on Domination, get that 3-and-hold position, hold it really well with a good formation like we had going, and you'll win every time. If the Reds want to try to grab it back, your formation should hold up really well. If they're going to sit back and try to just make a lot of damage on camping around, it doesn't work. I take the camper all the way to the other side of the map like I did. So if you see your name here, thanks for the game. That was a good lesson. Peace out, guys. Call this battle Eyes on the Prize, and I'll explain why as we go through this. Enjoy my friends in the background and Stannis as they play their awesome song Mortality. Alright guys, I got the old guard in here. We're playing in Rome. I'm looking around at some of the game tags and some of the equipment out there on the walking around with me on the battlefield. I'm meeting with champions, without a doubt. Lots of Aries in here and all. Look at that. I just unloaded a death bite on the guy. He's barely even down. You know these guys are all packing some heat, packing some heavy armory, some high durability. All right, so let's talk about the battle. What are we doing here, guys? It's Domination. What's the important thing on Domination? 3-and-hold, right? What did that Spectre just get through doing? Hopped away from a beacon. Hey, you know what, guys? I'll tell you what, this game really isn't all that complicated. Get the beacons, hold them. We got 4 beacons. We're gonna start. It looks like they're getting one of them back. But when I'm in over my head, or when I'm playing any game of Domination, I got one focus. My eyes is on the prize. My eyes is on the beacons, not the damage. That Spectre, I don't know what the heck he was thinking. He hopped away from the one thing he should have been getting over there to get, that blue beacon. He did it. He hopped behind, and then he hopped away from it. I still got a blue beacon I'm watching. Am I going to get high damage? Of course not. I'm in with level 6 bots. Here comes a dragon. He's mad at me. He's going after me. He's not going after the beacon. Guess what? You just blew it, dragon boy. I'm still alive. I still got this beacon blue. Now I got another guy coming over here. And I'm really running low on help. Let's see what I can do. I might not be able to get too much. I popped him off. Oh, shoot. Now I'm going to get over there with, this is Reaper. He is my Bulwark Avenger. And those guys finally, oh, look. They don't got their eyes on the prize. They didn't turn it. They made it white. I'm in with masters. I'm in with experts. And I'm sure a few champions in the field. And if you don't know how to play this game yet, I'm sorry, guys. But your eyes need to be on the prize. The prize is the beacons. You'll get the damage as long as you go after the beacons, because I'm going to be there fighting for it. We still have an unliberated, an unclaimed beacon over there. We are really dominating on the battle right now. And you got some guys over there in red. They don't got their eyes on the prize. They ain't going after the beacons. We are. They're not. And because of that, this is an easy victory for our team, because we had our eyes on the prize, and that is beacons to get the green banner. It's Domination. That's how you play this one. Look, we got some really good champions on our side. They played really hard. They did most of the damage. I just ran around. I didn't even get a beacon, but I was watching that beacon. I was making sure it was liberated and stayed on our side, and did my best to guard it. And as we did so, we got the green banner. Hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out, guys. call this episode's Beacon Rush battle Misdirection. It happens really fast, so keep your eyes open here, guys. Enjoy my friends in the background and Status as they play their awesome song, Theta. So, Beacon Rush, I always open up with a double jump to the neutral beacon, but I saw something I needed to do here. I need to do some misdirection, so I'm going to take them over here. Watch what's going to happen. See all those guys that were heading to the center? Now, they're heading to that spawn beacon of theirs. Great. That allowed our guys to grab the center. My misdirection allowed us to jump in and grab that center, which was so important right now. Now, we've got a containment zone. We have 3 beacons. Our guys are now going to start flooding into the center. Perfect. And I've taken Buzzkill out here. He buzzes, then he kills you. And with a good range on that beacon there where they're all going to start popping in, I'm going to have an easy shot on any red. So are my mates. And so right now, that little misdirection, although it was definitely going to, I knew Frick was not going to survive that one. But by doing that, it took those reds that were coming to the center and it pulled them over there. And by doing that, that little misdirection gave us the inch that we needed. And now, you watch as this game progresses. These guys don't have a shot at it. Our guys are just filing in one after another into the center, taking down the reds as they spawn. And it's almost like a spawn raid instantly. This was such an amazing sacrifice. It worked just perfect. I didn't know it would, but it certainly did. That little misdirection, that is like, hey, look over here, look over here. It took 3 reds out of position, and in doing so, it really opened up the floodgates for those guys. Now, this is Beacon Rush. This is how you do it. You grab the neutral beacons and you use that to get closer to their spawn. Or if they're going to keep opening or spawning on that one, you just keep melting them as they come through, and you have, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Now, Buzzkill here, he loves this little spot because they can't get me. The only one that could get me would be a splash weapon. But this is Buzzkill. He's a mender. I just push a little button at the top. No one's even chunked me away, but if it starts happening, I know what to do. I'll be able to get right back. But all this time, look at this. They are starting to mech out because that little misdirection opened a nice opening for us to just simply flood that area and melt them as they came through. And they really didn't have any shot at this. We were just shooting fish in a barrel. That worked so amazingly well. That was a great one, guys. So we are just about meching them out. They are down to 1 or 2 guys, and my team is just over there eating them up. I'm going to stay right here and enjoy the show. There's no reason for me to go up there and get mech'd out. Not that I would, but you know what? Let my team have some fun. They earned this one. I just did a little sacrifice misdirection at the beginning, and that certainly paid off. Big time here for the battle. Hell, woohoo, here comes the green banner. Yeah, little misdirection. Beacon Rush is a lot of fun, but it definitely takes some timing and some speed, and you definitely want to be ready to pounce on there. Standing back with a camper or a support bot is not the way to play Beacon Rush. Open with a bunch of runners and high DPS builds, and you will have a successful time in Beacon Rush. And if you see your name here, thanks for the game. Lots of great pilots on both sides. Peace out, guys. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.